Hey guys, welcome to this very special edition of the Industry Leader Workshops with Infopreneur Agency. I'm your host today, Omar Briones. I'm the CEO, the owner of Infopreneur Agency. Very rarely do I do webinars like this. The only reason I'm doing this is because someone had to postpone her webinar, so I'm taking her place. And what I'm going to do today is I'm going to share with you something very, very powerful. What I've been doing for the last 10 years online. I've helped over 1,000 clients. For those of you who don't know me, I've helped over 1,000 clients create sales funnels and network online, create their business, their brand, their personal brand online using social media as the primary tool. And before that, it was all me doing this all manually for myself, just finding some clients who need help with their sales funnels or their website or marketing. How many of you are service providers, by the way? Let me get a show of hands. I can see. All right, cool. And yeah, so those of you who are providing a service, I'm sure you can relate. You're probably out there thinking of, how can I get more clients? How can I get more referrals, more partners, or whatever else? So you're on social media looking for that actively, right? Now, if they're not coming, coming in waves, if they're not totally, rushing to you for your product and service, then there might be something you just don't know. You might be missing something on your profile, whatever the case is. So we have about an hour or so today, and we're going to open up for questions and answers. I'm going to show you everything I do on social media. Not everything, I apologize. What I was going to say is I'm going to do my best to show you everything I do and show you the core fundamental principles that will really help you with your social media effectiveness and networking, getting partners, getting clients on social media sites. And I'm also going to reveal some of the upcoming really, really powerful apps that you might not be aware of. And a very special treat for those of you who are on here live. If you wait till the end, I'm also going to reveal a super secret app that has not even hit the market yet. And I'm not going to record it. So only you guys will be able to see that. Sorry for those of you who are watching the recording. You'll probably learn about it later on, right? So with that said, let's get into it. So also, I want to just mention some things. I forgot to mention this. If you want to ask any questions, or if you want me to if you want to participate and get some actual help, like coaching for your specific profiles, LinkedIn or whatever it is, Facebook, doesn't matter. Feel free to put it in the chat box. Let us know. If you have any questions, put it in the chat box. And if you want to speak up, you can unmute yourself and go ahead and share something. Okay. This is a very informal, I'm very laid back and direct as well. You're going to notice that about the way I teach. And yeah, I'm all about just helping you get what you want. Okay. That's my intention, is to make sure you get what you came here to get. All right. So with that said, we're going to get started. So, okay, let me just share something. And here is a drawing board. This is my best friend with webinars. This is how I roll, you guys. I don't really use slides, so hopefully that's cool with you. And hopefully you like my drawings. I'm not sure if you will. We'll see. All right, so the first thing first, what we're going to cover today is the crucial principles, do's and do not do's, of social networking for business. Now, we could go really in depth into all of these things I'm going to share with you, but I really don't want to, because I want to just give you the core principles, like the things that you really need to know that you can act on right now. As soon as we end this webinar, you can start acting on these and start doing that forever to change your business forever. So as far as the principles go, first thing is the most important thing I want to share with you. There's a lot of important things here. All right, I'm going to just get into it. One thing is, it's not about who you know, but who they know. All right, this is specifically for networking, and networking in general. For those of you who don't know, I'm going to just actually go back just to make sure you guys all know this. The idea of networking is to help you with your business, or whatever you do, your service, your offer, your products, help you get more exposure, get more referrals, get more clients and partners. So remember this principle, you guys. People keep saying, it's all about who you know. You got to know somebody. But really, the truth is, you don't need to know. And it's not about who you know, but it's about who they know. It's about getting in connection with the people that you already know, like those people that you already know, finding out who they know, who can, refer business to you or be your client or whatever else you're looking for. All right. So just keep that in mind. This is going to make more sense later on. Right now, we're going to stay very up in the air in the big picture. Okay. We're going to be looking at the overall big picture, and it's going to all click together later on. Okay. So let's see. And here's another thing on that. It's not just who you know or who they know, but also that's not good enough. Like they have to know you, and not just know you, but you want them to like and trust you enough to come to you for whatever you specialize in. Okay, so I wrote that down and I just read that on my notes. It's about them liking and trusting you and knowing that you are the person to come to for whatever that you're specializing in or whatever you want. Okay. So how do you do this, you guys? Now, some of you have a LinkedIn profile, some of you don't. But no matter what, I'm sure everyone on this call is at least interested or has an intention to have a profile online, a social profile, LinkedIn, Facebook, whatever it is. And you want it to bring you business. Okay. That's why you're here. So, as far as, when with LinkedIn and Facebook and all these different tools, you can have your profile show what you do, have all the, the business related stuff. I'm actually going to show my screen. No, it's too much work, whatever. So, you know how it works. So you set up your profile, you have your, your business, your website, your phone number, your bio, your cover photo, whatever else. And the general idea is to get to make your profile really awesome and stand out and get people to see that, oh, so this person does that, I should, connect with them, But the thing is, if they're not coming to you, it's probably because they lack the trust and the liking of you in that field, okay? Or they might not even know about it, right? They might not even know you. That's the first step, really. So it's not just about, setting up a profile, like building it and they'll come, It's not like that. It's the same that goes for everything. You want to go out there and proactively network and research and find those people and start building relationships with them. All right. So with that said, I'm going to clear this up. Now, just remember, hopefully you wrote that down, you guys. And I'm going to put in some more principles here. So other thing is knowing where you are. Okay. I'm just going to write this down. Know where you are. What do I mean by that? There are different, sites for different things, different purposes, and not everyone is the same, you guys. So I see people using Facebook totally wrong, and it's screwing them up. It really is just destroying the brand. I mean, you guys. So just so you know, I'm gonna give some couple little tips, you guys. Facebook, they do not allow you to promote stuff from your personal page. Okay, personal profile. So if you have a personal profile and you're selling on it, you're breaking the rules, okay? And they're gonna, if someone reports it, or if Facebook just finds it, there's a lot of trouble that you can get into, okay? So with Facebook, you use your business page or your group, okay, to do business activities. And the other place for business stuff is LinkedIn, right? So LinkedIn, and I'm gonna share some other tools as well, like I said, but here's what's important to know. All right, LinkedIn is meant for business connections, okay? And there are some other sites that are meant for business connections. But Facebook is meant for a party. It's meant for having fun, for being in touch with your friends and family, for sharing photos and you know, profile, whatever stuff, you know, sharing profiles with each other, connecting with each other. It could be used for business networking, which is what, you know, you can do and which I do and I recommend. But just remember, you know, your personal profile and Facebook in general, it's meant for the consumer, just the average person, just sharing photos and videos with each other, okay? All right, and same goes with Twitter. It's very similar to Twitter. All right, so knowing where you are with that, by knowing where you are, you're gonna know that, you know, what kind of rules apply and what things you can and you cannot do, all right? So, all right, what to do and not do. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna give some examples. So Facebook is the biggest of them all. I know you all have a Facebook profile. And if you don't, I mean, it's your choice. I'm just gonna share a lot of things here. Okay, so one thing I really wanna make sure you guys get this as well, by the way. So all this stuff that I'm teaching you right now, this is from my experience, okay? And it's also been stuff that I've learned from other mentors and trainers and people. But it works for us. It works for me. What works for me works for me, and what works for them works for them. And it might not work for you, okay? So if you don't like Facebook at all, don't even go in there. Don't even bother, okay? Like, don't have somebody force you to create your Facebook profile. You really don't need it, okay? Same thing goes with LinkedIn, same thing goes with Twitter, all the other apps out there. Just choose what you really want to do and what apps you want to use and how you want to use them, okay? So, yeah, I just wanted to point that out. Now, as long as you understand, as long as you use them right, okay? That's the main important thing. So, let's stick with Facebook and LinkedIn. Facebook, there's all these entertainment ones out there too, like, you know, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, and Snapchat, whatever else. They all have their different rules, different things that apply to them. So use them accordingly, okay? But it's all entertainment, you know, so it's kind of going in that Facebook group. And then the LinkedIn, you know, there are other apps out there meant for business and networking and clients. So that's what LinkedIn is, okay? So when it comes to LinkedIn, I'm just start writing some stuff here. So you want to do it with like business related things. It's totally fine and it's actually good. Because everyone on LinkedIn, they are there for the same reason that you are on there, okay? And that is either to get hired or to hire someone or to build a business relationship with someone, or obviously find a client with, you know, find a client out there who needs your service, all right? Mostly it's business to business, you know, getting referrals from another business, which is, you know, a big way of getting business, of getting clients. And yeah, that's what LinkedIn is all about. It's all about business, promotions, all that stuff, you know, you name it. Promote yourself on LinkedIn all the time, okay? Now with Facebook, it's all about just pretty much entertainment and just put in fun, all right? I've noticed for some reason, LinkedIn, people aren't, I mean, you might agree with this, they're just not as fun as they are on Facebook, all right? So with that said, yeah, just know where you are and consider Facebook as a party that you're going to, and just, you know, act accordingly, okay? Imagine it a giant party. You're there, have fun with people, you know, interact, whatever else. And LinkedIn, it's a business networking event, okay? Everyone's there is meant to network and send clients to each other and all that good stuff, all right? So those are the main principles that I want to share. And I might have been a little, you know, redundant. I might have reviewed something, and some of this might be all new to you, or it might be completely, you know, in your blood already. So either way, it's fine. It's good, and I'm glad you're learning. Let me get some feedback in the chat box, you guys. I forgot to mention I am a little interactive. I like to hear from you. So if you guys have any feedback or anything, is this helpful for you? Just put it in the chat box. So yes, so far. If this is helping you, or if it's not helping you, feel free to share that too. All right. Okay, great. Awesome. Thank you, Prativa. All right, cool. So I'm going to go on now. So, all right, everyone's saying good, good, good. Okay, great. Thank you so much. All righty. Which social networks tools to use? Okay. So I'm gonna go into other tools now, and let me just actually make sure, review in my head if there's anything I'm missing that I wanted to share, and the principles, because this is the most important part, you guys. Actually, there is. All right. Now, here's something that I didn't write down that I really want you to make sure you guys get it, okay? And I'm actually going to, how can I stop sharing this? Okay. So there's a tool, so with as far as like communication goes and in general with like networking, whether it's online or offline at an event, and you know, you're building a relationship with someone, you're dealing with people, okay? So it's obvious, right? Now remember, just remember that. Now some people, all right, so here's what's important. I'm gonna start sharing my screen again. Sorry. Because this, I think it'll be better if I draw it out. All right, so there's 4 different types of people in the world. There's millions of different types, obviously, but I'm saying we can break them down into this thing called the bank code, okay? I'm gonna just type it up, actually. So B, A, N, and K. How many of you know what this is? I'm gonna put it in the chat box if you know what this is. I'm gonna give a few seconds. So put it in the chat box. Let me see the chat box. All right, Prativa seems to know what it is. Help me fill in the blanks. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and share, right? So you might have heard of it, but I'm gonna review it to you guys. So B stands for blueprint. Blueprints are, actually, let me just share this real quick, that this is from the bank code. All right, show you this the screen. Bank code is a powerful program that Cherry Tree, who is a master salesperson, has put together to pretty much allow people to get 300% more business from, you know, what they're currently getting by applying these 4 different personality types on different people, and basically communicating to them in their language, okay? So this is important for us, as you probably can tell, is that in networking, we need to really, you know, get them to like, know, and trust us. I also recommend, all right, she has a book, all right, Why They Buy, and also recommend How to Win Friends and Influence People. It'll give you some ideas of how to network, how to communicate, how to, you know, build that rapport with people, okay? So again, B is blueprint. That's, you know, people who like stability, who like structure, they like the plan, they want to see everything planned out step by step. That's just the way their minds work, okay? And then action, I mean, A is for action. Action, that's for, you know, people who want to just get going and let's just do it, you know, let's go. What do we want to do right now? Let's do this, right? And you might know some other people and that do this, that feel that way, sorry. Nurture, N is for nurture. This is these are people who are more about you know, emotions and love and feelings and community and harmony. You know, just the community part. That's what nurture is all about. Okay, so they care about that. Those are the things they care about. And then K is knowledge, and knowledge, they're more you know, logical. Okay, they're all about you know, what are stats, right? They want to know numbers. They want to know you know, the numbers, the stats, what is it, how does it work, all that good stuff, right? They want to know every little detail, right? So that breaks down pretty much those 4 different types of personalities, and you can tell what kind of person the person is by looking at, you know, what they do, or looking at their videos. For example, if you watch their video, if they have a video, Listen to what they do, listen to how they speak, what the words they use. And the same goes for their written content. If you see like a article or something on the profile about, you know, whatever, like just look at the style they write in and the things that they value. So based on that, you can get some ideas of, you know, how you're going to communicate with them, right? Now, we all just, I mean, I'm not going to get into this too much, but I just want to make sure you guys knew about it because this is like super powerful, you guys. Right now, you speak in one language, okay? I speak in one language, you speak in one language, everyone does. We all see the world in through one filter, you guys. And it's a combination of these four words or these four characteristics. They are in your blood and they're in your eyes. Like you filter everything through that, okay? So when you're speaking to someone and they are not in the same, they don't have the same filter and you're speaking them in your language, they hear it in a completely different language. And, you know, some people, for example, the very direct people, they're just like, you know, let's get it done. Let's do this. They really would have a hard time working with a knowledge person, okay? Or a blueprint. Because, you know, blueprint, they want to see everything planned out, right? It reminds me of a client I have, which I actually am a blueprint in my opinion, that, you know, they want to see every little thing detailed, you know, and the steps, the big picture, okay? And then the action is like, you know, constantly, let's get it done, let's do this, but they're going to feel kind of pressured and pushed. They might like just leave, okay? So anyway, that's why this is important, you guys. We're going to teach you more about this in depth in a couple weeks on March 13th, all right? So anyway, on a different webinar. So I just wanted to bring it up because it's super important. All right, I'm just checking the, okay, just checking the questions. Everything's good. So, and yes, we will have a replay, Andrew Machi. All right, now what am I doing here? Let me know if that was helpful, you guys. Go ahead and share if you have feedback on that bank code. The author is Cherry Tree, and the book is called Why They Buy. Oh, I see. Michelle was asking. It's like DISC personality profiling. Right. Yeah, it's a lot like that. It's just meant for sales, right? So, okay. Great. And Melody says the first he's heard of it. All right. Awesome. And Joanna is familiar. Awesome. All right, moving on here. Like and trust you. Okay. That, in my opinion, those are like the principles, you guys. And keeping that in mind now, remember, just where you are, when you're communicating with someone, you don't want to, you know, assume that they speak your language and they will resonate with the way you communicate. Just start little by little, just like how you do and how you start communicating with people in a party or at an event. You know, you just start building rapport, go little messages at a time, you know. And if they write you a huge long message, then maybe it's more appropriate. They like that. Maybe they like long messages, okay? And just see, like, for example, their style of writing when they're writing to you and kind of mirror it in a way, you know, speaking their language, okay? So anyway, I'm going to go on to the next thing here. What's left, I'm going to show you the different social networks, all right, the different tools coming up, and we're still going to share some advanced ninja networking relationship marketing tactics. All right, let's see, as much as I can in this time we have together. All right. All right, I kind of erased that one anyway. So let's just, so what tools to use now? Again, use the ones that you want to use, all right? And we're talking about business right now. Okay, so as far as business goes, LinkedIn, and you might want to take some notes of this. Alignable, that's the other secret little up and coming social network for business. It's just like LinkedIn, just a little more focused on business owners, okay? So if you are a business owner and you actually have to be in the US at this point right now, use Alignable. So go to alignable.com and sign up, you know, create a profile, all right? Now, right now, just want to point out that I am sharing the tools to use right now, and then I'm going to go into what to do with them, how to set them up, and how to use them, all right? Like the etiquette behind it. So LinkedIn, Alignable, and Shaper. This is like super, super, super hot, you guys. You have no idea how crazy it is. If you haven't used it yet, go to shaper.co, all right? And I'm going to see if you can see this. I don't know if you're seeing my screen right now. But so this is what it is. It's an app, and they don't have a website version, so I'm going to have to show you my phone. But I'll show you a little more in detail. But basically, you have a profile, and it's kind of like a dating app. Hold on. So it's kind of like a dating app, and you have your picture, what you do, stuff about your LinkedIn profile if you want. You put hashtags and all about whatever you're into. Hashtag anything, your niche, your industry, clients, partners, everything. I'm going to show you a little detail of what to do, some tips, and then a bio of what you do. It's a very small bio on what you're looking for and how you like to meet people, coffee, on a walk, video call, voice call, etc. And here, check it out. So it's literally like a dating app. You either swipe left or you swipe right if you want to meet them. All right. So, and from this, let me just share this with you. I actually used it, and when I first started using it, I used it for like 2 weeks, and I found during that time, I think it was like 5 potential clients, and 5 potential clients and partners. To me, they're the same, and one of them, we scheduled a call, and this person was like, I thought we were gonna do some like just getting to know each other, right? And it just happened to be so perfect that he was looking for exactly what I sell, you know. So I pretty much sold him my funnel, done for you funnel kind of coaching, program, and I made $4,000, you know. And that's all, my money. I mean, I'm not gonna get into how much I made actual profit, but hey, that was like a quick and easy sale, and I only found 5 people, and there was one person. It was like kind of like beginner's luck, it seemed like, and so I kept testing it out and testing out different things, different messages and stuff like that, meeting different people, different tags, and I pretty much figured out like how to use it, and it's very, very effective. Yeah, I think we will have time to share with you a little bit of what to do there in the ninja tactic stuff, right? So anyway, I just want to point it out, you guys. Shaper is powerful, you guys. It's insane, all right? And there's a lot of professional people, real big people in there. All right, so that's Shaper, and let me see if there's other ones. Okay, yeah, and there's one more that I really want to share. It's not a very it's kind of a different type of social network. You might have heard of it, Quora. Okay. How many of you guys have a Quora account? Put it in the chat box. I want to see if you guys have actually heard of it and have an account. Andromachi does, Bill does, Roberta, CF, and Amy. Quora is huge for SEO. Yep, it is. All right, awesome. Yes, pretty much everyone, and except for Joanna. So great. I'm glad I'm teaching someone. So you guys, whether you have one or not, make sure that you start using it. Okay. So if you don't have one, create an account right now. It's free, and I'm telling you, this is huge, you guys. Who was it? Amy said it's huge for SEO, search engine optimization, and yeah, I mean, it works. I do get ranked in the search engines. But honestly, using it as a social network, that's like next level stuff. That is some ninja kind of stuff. Because people, here's how it works, you guys. So Quora, people post a question, all right? And it's like Ask Jeeves. You have to remember that, or ask.com. I think it's the new website. And there's other ones out there. So you ask a question, Yahoo Answers, for example. It's kind of the same thing as Yahoo Answers. So you ask a question, and then people post their answers to it. And the only difference is like on Quora, it's a little bit more of a social kind of aspect to it. So you can comment, you can tag, you can start connecting with people, get followers, follow others, etc. And you have your own profile that you can use to optimize, and which we're going to get into in a moment, right? So you guys check those out. Make sure you create your account for them, because honestly, these are really huge. Why is it huge? I'm going to share real quick. Quora, I mean, you guys have your own opinions, but here's why I think it's huge, is because people on Quora, they're actively asking for help, right? They're literally people struggling with a problem that you solve, and they're out there asking for someone to help them with it, okay? They're asking for an expert to comment on it. So if you're an expert or you're an authority in some kind of topic that you have some solution to a problem or multiple problems that you really know really, really well, just go on there. If you go on there once a day, just look for questions. It's going to give you questions, actually suggestions of what questions to answer, and just start answering them. Give some really good content, really good feedback and value, and then point them somewhere if you want. Point them to your website or your Facebook profile or whatever else. Give them a call to action. If they need more help, reach out to you, etc. It works so well, you guys. And the same thing goes for obviously forums. All right. So Quora is like a forum, but it's very generic. But I'm talking about forums that are specifically in your target industry. Okay, if it's in your industry, look for forums that are related to that and start networking in there. Okay, I'm just looking at the questions here. Hold on a sec. Okay, so CF is asking, how would you rank these social media platforms on results? That's a good question. Okay, well, I'll tell you this. Alignable, I just started using very recently, like the same time I started Shaper, and honestly, I'm not getting much results from Alignable yet, but I'll show you in a moment how powerful it is, and I'm going to stick with it because I know the potential and where they're headed. And then actually, I'm going to add this other one here, meetup.com, you guys. So it's not a social network, but there is social in it. You can send messages, you can receive messages, you can find your target audience, and start building a relationship with them. So I'm trying to leave that on there. But anyway, to rank them all, number one, as far as like results of income for me, LinkedIn is like number one all the time. And forums, I would say, was the other one, would be second place, but I don't do it anymore. All right. And everything else is pretty much the same, like level field. Okay. Hopefully that helped you, CF. All right. Okay. So I'm going to get into, I think now it's time for us to jump into, the tactics. Okay. All right. All right. I'm going to share a little secret little thing I did. Okay. So here's the principle, you guys. Now, remember, they have to like, know, and trust you, of course, and they have to know that you do what you do. And then the other thing is that's, oh my God, I can't believe I forgot just now. Oh yeah. Yeah, so here's another principle. I'm just gonna share it right now, okay? So it's all about them, okay? Everybody is constantly thinking about one person, okay? And it's themselves, all right? They don't care about you. They don't care about your products or your service. They don't care about anything else outside in the world except for their life, okay? And what they need to take care of. Like they worry, or they take care of their, their responsibilities. They worry about what's the weather gonna be like, or what they're gonna eat for dinner. Who's picking up the kids and all that stuff. So there's all kinds of things that are going on in their life and in their mind that, they're having that conversation in their mind about themselves. So everyone cares about themselves, and they care about their business, care about what they do. All right. With that said, that is the key principle, you guys. So they care about them. It's all about them. They care about themselves. One person, that's them. Now, with that said, all right, I just want to point out, I know you guys probably thinking, hey, that's not true. I care about everyone here. But yeah, the truth is, subconsciously, it's not the case. You're focused on your survival, right? So now I'm gonna clear this up. All right. So with that said, how do you get in touch with them? How do you break the ice and start building that rapport with them? So I'm gonna first, let me just share a little story, okay? So one time there was back in the day, way back in the day, like when I was first getting started, I just probably been doing this maybe probably like a year, marketing online. And one of my biggest mentors, his name is John Rhodes. I really aspired to be like him, and he was just amazing to me. John S. Rhodes. He's just a powerhouse, you guys. I mean, I don't know if you know who he is, but check him out. Anyway, I really wanted to. All I knew is that I don't know. I don't have a product. I don't have anything that I offer other than coaching. And like at that point, and I'm thinking, I really want to work with this guy. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know how we're going to work together. I don't know what kind of business we're going to be making together. But I really want to reach out to this guy. All right. So I started thinking, what could I do? I'm going to stop sharing my screen. So I started thinking, like, what should I do? How can I get in touch with him? And it really kind of just happened so perfectly that it was during Christmas time, like almost Christmas time. I was thinking, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to reach out to every single one of my mentors, and I'm going to send them a gift card. Sorry, not a gift card, an actual handmade, hand drafted Christmas card or holiday card. And so I actually drew out different drawings, and I drew one with John Rhodes. He was like Superman, and he was like, I said something like, thanks for saving the world, saving us from, financial, despair, to giving us freedom and the internet lifestyle. And, it was really cool. I mean, it was like colored and everything. So I sent it in, and I went on to one of his webinars following, and he actually mentioned it. He was like, hey, Omar, yeah, you sent me that gift card. Thank you so much for that. That was really awesome. We should talk one of these days. And I was like, yes, awesome, perfect. And then I reached out to him like, hey, I'm so glad you liked the gift card. Yeah, what do you want to talk about? And so he had me schedule a call with him. Long story short, we ended up co-creating a product together that actually teaches something similar to what I'm teaching you today. And we sold, like, I made more money than I've ever made before. Like I sold, I think it was like 60 copies, and we made like I don't know, $1,200 or something, and split it. So I got about almost $600 from just that. And to me, that was like, amazing. It took me like about an hour or 2 hours to create this product. Right. So anyway, I just wanted to point that out, that what happened there, I realized it was the gift card that got me in the door, or said the gift. Yeah, it's a gift card, whatever. I'll call it a gift card for now. And yeah, it got me in the door. And then from there, we're still friends right now. We're still partners, and he's going to be doing a webinar with us. I'm going to be, doing stuff with his group. So, and that was like 10 years ago, you guys. All I'm pointing out is what you want to do. The principle here is you want to get in the door. You want to talk about them and get them interested, because all they care about is themselves. And then always think long-term, how you can work with them for a long time, okay? So don't think of people as just like a potential customer or somebody to buy somebody to sell product to, but think of them as a person, and think of how everyone can win together. All right. Was that even, did that make sense, you guys? I don't know. Let me just make sure you guys caught on to that. Okay. Is this going good, you guys? Is it helpful for you so far? Just nod yes if it is. Or text or put in the chat box. Awesome. Okay, cool, great. All right. All right, so with that said, now I'm going to share another screen. I'm gonna start sharing some stuff. All right, now we're getting into the tactics. So remember that the key principle is you want to get in the door and you want them to like, know, and trust you. And you want them to, like, know, and trust you as the person that does what you do. And in order to do that, you just want to be very specific about what you do and know exactly what you do, and be able to communicate with them. And remember, keeping it very informal, very like just friendly, and then lead to the business. Okay. So some tactics here. Now, this is LinkedIn, and these are the steps for everything. Okay. I have several profiles up. So with LinkedIn, you want your profile to be all about things that make you credible. All right. So these are things that make you credible, give you authority in whatever you do. All right. Now, this background is from our designer who created it, all our social profiles. A lot of people don't have that. So you don't really need anything fancy like this. You just can have like anything that's there that you can add that will add more credibility to you. Now, if I didn't have a designer, an awesome designer like I do, I probably would just hire someone on Fiverr and probably just have some photos of like a collage here of me speaking at events or working with people, whatever else, anything that I can do to add more credibility. All right. So, and then here, your profile, the most important thing is to optimize your profile, because when people get onto your profile, you want them to really like see what you do. Okay. Now, I'm going to be honest, you guys, I'm still working on my own thing. I'm always constantly adding or changing or tweaking little words here and there about what I do. Okay. So here, usually people would say something like their title, like, author, speaker, coach. That's like the most cliche thing you could say. So, but instead, what you want to do is make this about them. All right. Remember, it's all about them. So giving you world-class mentors, resources, and guidance to impact millions of people with your story, products, and ideas. And I put a shady guy there. A guy in shades there. By the way, if you can see this screen, I can't remember which one it is, but there's an add-on that lets you use all these emojis. All right, see these? They just stand out more. All right, anyway, just want to point that out. Now, going down, and here, what I say is email me. This is the bio below the when they go to the profile, right here, this is the call to action, like right there. It's already done. So what I'm saying is a little ninja tactic is put the call to action in the first sentence. Okay. So I'm telling them to email me for this. I could say, go to this website for whatever, if I have an opt-in or something, or I could say, call me at, 424, blah, blah, blah. And anyway, so then when they click on this, then it turns into like bullets. So it's more like a copy, So everything you do, you want to make it like copy, sales copy, giving them bullets, benefits, and easy to read, telling them how they can reach out to me and all that good stuff. So feel free to look at my profile, you guys. Omar Briones, LinkedIn.com/IN/Omar Briones if you want to model it. And then the other thing that some people don't even know about is you can add images. And that is a huge thing. It's a huge ninja tactic you really want to do. A picture speaks 1,000 words. It really does. So this is like me. I don't even know what I'm doing. I can't remember. But yeah, I just put a picture of me and the Karma crew holding the camera. so people know that I do stuff with the video, you know, whatever that means. And then this, that's me speaking on stage. And then so anyway, I recommend having pictures, okay? And I'm telling in the description of these, I'm always talking about credibility, things that I've done, people I've worked with, whatever, etc. Let me just look at the question box before I go on real quick. Joanna wants to know if she can use my designer. And yes, I am in California. I don't know where else I would be. But yes, Joanna, just reach out to me. I'm not sure. The answer is actually I don't know, but reach out to me, okay? And where can I grab the emoji? Oh yeah, it's DF. I don't remember what it's called. It's on my other computer. But it's just go to Chrome add-ons and type in emoji, and there'll be a lot of them out there. Joanna is asking, can I put a trade time link to click on instead? Yes, and the only thing is that they're not clickable. You see, here's a link for my Calendly. They cannot click on it. Or actually, Joanna, did you mean for us or you mean for your profile? I wonder. Anyway, moving on. Okay. So remembering the principle is it's all about them, and we're speaking to them in their language, all about them, what they get out of it, okay? All right, that's that. And and then adding pictures, right? Same thing, credibility, pictures, all that good stuff. So here's my company here. None of these are clickable. Remember, none of these are clickable, but I'm gonna share a couple tips here. So what I've done on all of these, I've added images. See, this is from my designer, Art M. So I put images of anything I thought would be helpful. So, and stand out and eye-catching. So I just put this one. This is one of our website. This is like a web design kind of image. And then some of them I don't have a picture because I just don't have it. But I could have put something. I could put anything there. And this one I put a video because it wasn't me who made it, but it was my partner, Flo. I don't know if it's going to play, but it's really a really fun little video. It's cool, you know. So you can put pictures, videos, whatever you want. And another little tip, you guys. I'm going to click on this, show more. I was debating a lot with myself, like if I should include things that are not even related to business or marketing or what I do now. And I decided I'm going to do it anyway. It all makes me who I am. And I want people to know about this stuff I've done. So I've done some work for a nonprofit. I showed some pictures and stuff. I was a sales rep for Vector Marketing. And those are the things that made me, who I am. So I added those. So the reason I'm bringing it up for you, make sure that you do that too, okay? Don't leave anything out. If you worked at a restaurant, put it in there. If you worked at something you're ashamed of, who cares? Put it in there. But put your 2 cents here, what you were doing there, what you were there doing. And all right, now other little ninja tips, you guys. These are going to come out really fast. Okay, I'm going to kind of laser speed these. So you notice these all have logos here, but if you look at your profile, I'm willing to bet every single person in this call has at least one of these that has nothing, no logo. If I'm wrong, put your profile in the chat box. I want to see. But anyway, what this does is it adds more credibility to it. If you go to someone's profile and you're really serious about hiring them and you're really researching, seeing what they've done and all that, then you will look here and you'll see if it's blank, if the company that you've worked for is blank, then they're going to assume, that person is going to assume that it's, not a company. It's nothing. So what I've done is I've created company pages for every single one of these, even if it's not my company, like this one, Empowered Entrepreneurs with Jonathan Budd. That was way back in the day. It's not even a website anymore. If you go there, it's going to be a blank page. So I didn't know what to do. And he's hard to get in touch with because he's like, he works with like Elon Musk, and I was like, he's running his own MLM. So if what I did, I just like created a profile page, which I get to by clicking on that. And I made him, so I set up to put the logo. I got it from Google, put the name, his actual mission statement in there, and the website. I just put put this actual website on there for the LinkedIn page, and that was it. That's all that's here, but at least it's there. And I also have added John in the Bud, the CEO, as an admin of the page. All right. So with that said, that's a really big tip, you guys. Make sure you do that. And same with now, going down to education. Education is super important for what I do, at least. And for you, if you're an infopreneur, you want to show that you have learned, you've done the time, you've done the effort to learn whatever you're teaching. So put really serious education in there. Take it very seriously. I put an actual institute I was a part of, and I still am. It's called Mech Labs. And then Joel D. Roberts and Associates, they already have their own page, so I use theirs, which doesn't have a logo. All right, and you might know who Joel Roberts is. We did a webinar with him. And then Autoresponder Alchemy, that's from Terry Dean, email copywriting. And I pretty much put all the stuff that I can think of that, even college and courses and seminars and things that I've done. And then volunteer experience, same thing. I've done that. I obviously this took a lot of time, right? So in case you're wondering, yes, it did. But I just put it in my schedule to do it, and I just did it. Now, and just do little by little, of course, so I want to point that out. It wasn't like all done in one day. I did just little by little, just kept adding more and more stuff, but it was totally worth it, because after that was done, then I started networking, starting to take it really to the next level and networking like crazy. Right? And when they see my profile, they see that it's not, I don't play around. Like, this is like, the real deal. I do I follow through what I say and all that. And then recommendations and endorsements is super important. That adds more credibility to you guys. The only thing with recommendations, you actually have to ask for it. So keep that in mind. You need to ask for a recommendation. What I did, I reached out to people that I already know would do it for me, because we've already worked together and they use LinkedIn. So here's Sunil, my meetup partner, and Satish, my programmer, and Dagmar, my former CTO. I don't know if she might even be on there. Is she? Are you on here? Nope. No. Okay. So that's and then all this too as well: courses, certifications, honors, organization, etc. Everything. Okay. So you optimize the lesson is you optimize your page to speak to them and build your credibility and your authority. All right. And give them a call to action. Give them something to do all the time. What do you want them to do? I almost forgot one more thing. One little trick I did was when I created the profiles, the pages for the companies, I added the actual domain name as the address. So, and I did that with all of them. Even if I know their address, I just put the link in there because I want them to go to those websites so they can see, the sites that I helped with. Anyway, all right. So that's optimizing your LinkedIn profile. Let me know if that makes sense to you guys and this was helpful. Put it in the chat box. We're going to go about 30 minutes more, you guys, and we're going to get more in depth. It's getting really good now, so hang with us. I want to just make sure that everything is making sense for everyone here. Please put it in the chat box. Let us know. Let me know. All right. Great. Okay, cool. So we're gonna go to let me just think 1 second, because we're getting I want to make sure that we cover everything I want to cover. You guys understand, as long as you understand the principle that it's all about them, and we're building our page, our profiles, to speak to them in their language and giving them a call to action, telling them what we want them to do. Okay, what you specialize in, what makes you so special, and what you want to do, what you want them to do. All right. So that's LinkedIn. And so as long as you understand that, the same thing goes for Alignable. This is Alignable. Alignable, it's all about the company. So you create your profile. You have see if you look on the side here, that's our team. That's me right there. And one more thing, again, remember, Alignable is only available in the US. So you have to be in the US for this. So you have your personal profile, which is right there. You see it. And then you have the company profile, which is really what everybody does. Everybody uses. So we're networking and messaging different company owners, right? So it's all about thinking of, how you can collaborate, how you can help each other grow your business. There's a lot of things you can do, you guys, to do joint ventures and profit from the relationships you have. I don't know if I'm going to get into any like super detail of that, but on this webinar, but there's a lot you can do is all I got to say. Just for now, be creative, but remember, we've got your back. I'm going to make sure that you learn what you should do, when the time comes, how to communicate with them, how to, create win-win relationships, how to make a profitable business or product together. So that will come in a different webinar, right? For now, be creative. That's my feedback now. What you do is on Lineable, you put your name, your company name, logo, business tags. I put everything I could think of under the sun, going for mass amounts. So whenever they give you an option for tags, always go for mass amounts, all right, for setting up your profile. And anything your clients, your prospects, the people who are struggling with a problem that you solve, anything they would type in or anything that they would use as tags on their own profile, use those tags, okay? And then if you're looking for a partner, you know who you're looking for, specify those kind of tags as well. So here, this is like, they ask you, who's your ideal customer? And you share, your ideal customer, about us, pretty much put the tagline. I kept this very simple for me. And then these are recommended. These are like testimonials from other people, other company owners. And here you don't need to ask for testimonials. You can just give it. You can get them and give them. And these are some other things. These are like services. You see how crazy this is? It allows you to just promote anything you want, your products, services, and it has a gallery to show more pictures and cool stuff. And then you can recommend other businesses as well. So with that said, I do also want to recommend letting you know this is another principle, you guys, and this is huge. I'm super excited to actually share this and like shaking about it. So all right, guys, this is going to be really huge. All right, ready? So with like social media, when social media really launched in the online marketing world, there was a huge opportunity, and it was like everyone just kept rushing to it and trying to figure out what it can be and what we can do with it. And there's been some really, really, really cool things tested out and tested and shown and proven that they work. This is one of them I'm going to show with you right now. So what you want to do is obviously get credibility. You want credibility, you want authority on your page, right? So one of the biggest ways of doing that is getting testimonials, right? Just like this. So if I have, this is 3 testimonials. If I had like 10 testimonials or more, and they're all saying really great things about me, that's going to boost, the chances of somebody who's researching me to reach out, So what we've done before, back in the day, we called it a tribe, right? If you look up Unified Tribe, there was a software that actually did this for us. Now it's become it's kind of illegal to do it with a software, but you can still have a tribe, right? With a tribe, what that is, these are your 5 to 10, like no more than 12, very small group of people that you work with on a consistent basis and you talk to. You can call them on the phone, you can text them, you can schedule a call, whatever. You can talk to them all the time, right? They're super close, right? Business partners, whatever they are. And what you want to do is get each other's back, right? Basically. So whenever you post something on social media, they will share it with their followers, okay? And you do the same thing for them. You share their post to your followers, right? That's one way to get expanded, reach. And as far as the profile goes, you can give each other reviews, right? So go to their page, add a review, and they will go to your page and add a review for you. And it might not be the same person. Maybe they don't. There's nothing they can say about you, but it's not really the case. It can be anything. They can say stuff about your business or how you work, your work ethic, or it can be your just like a good person, like friendly, whatever. Anything good they can say about you. Excuse me. You want them to put it on your profile. Okay. All right. So that goes for alignable Facebook pages. You can review pages, LinkedIn, like you name it. Any chance you can, you want that kind of review everywhere. Okay. All right, so that's just a little secret, you guys. Like, it might sound so simple because it is, but really, it's super powerful. Don't underestimate it. I don't see much of it going on nowadays. I don't know what happened to it, but it really does work, and it's the gold. It's the way to do it, right? So find your group of people. Who are those people? It can be on this webinar right now. Start chatting with each other if you want to be buddies, tribe buddies, you want to call it that, and just build your tribe. Find those people and start helping each other out. Comment on each other's posts, share them, like them, review each other's stuff, refer each other clients. So that's really what you want to do as far as like the tribe goes. Right. And if any of you want to review me or the company, you can do that by going to the Alignable profile. Just go to alignable.com and look for Infopreneur Agency. All right, and then the same goes for LinkedIn. If you wanna give me a review on LinkedIn or endorsement, that'd be really awesome. I really appreciate it, and I would love to return the favor if there's something I can say about you. Yeah, just reach out to me and let me know if you want to do that, because I have to actually ask for it. All right, and so what I want you guys to do as a little action step for you guys is, like I said, find your tribe and start doing this. If you don't have your LinkedIn profile set up already, set it up first. All right. Then, start finding those people who would do that and start working with them. I'm going to look at the questions now. I see a few jumbling here. Okay. So CF asked how many are on this platform? I do not know. It's a good question. I know it's in the millions. Oops, what am I doing wrong? Okay. Just a moment looking at the questions, trying to pull them up. It's really weird. I lost the chat. What's going on here? Okay, found it. All right. And yes, Amy is asking, can you search by name versus company name? Actually, I don't think you can with Alignable. So with Alignable, just looking for Infopreneur Agency. All right, so this is Quora. Let me just show you what I've done here. So the profile here, I've helped. This is like just, again, testing all these different things. So it's never the same, and I change it randomly. I'm not very strict with this. So I just mentioned one little line. Actually, it's kind of two lines of my credibility right away. So they know, on Quora, think about it, people on Quora, they're thinking of, who are experts, right? And what makes them an expert? That's what's going on in their head. With, if they go to your profile, you want them to see that you've done something that makes you an expert, all right? So I've helped 10,000 plus entrepreneurs market online over the last 10 years. And then I say, I fill seats. That's my call to action. I just put an arrow with my link, right? It could definitely be, could it be better? Yes, definitely. Could it be more, copy, more very, powerful copy type of stuff? Then maybe, yeah, sure. But anyway, I just wanted to see what how this would work. And here I only answered 2 questions, you guys. One was in 2000, and I don't know when this one was, but this is like 2009, I'd say. Honestly, it's probably 2009, 2010. And then this one I answered very recently, like last year, the end of last year, just a couple months ago or 3 months ago. So, and I've gotten 308 followers, and I have different topics that I can just answer anytime, you know. So again, I've not been as consistent as with this than I could have been, but it still gave me results, and it still gave me good stuff. And then of course, you know, you can have different things here too. Just look it up, Quora, you know, sign up. It's going to definitely help you a lot. And then here is Shaper. If you didn't realize, if you go to shaper.co, you can learn more about that, read more about that. Let me stop sharing my screen, and I'm going to show you my phone. So, all right, now going back to Shaper to make sure I can see myself and you guys can see this all. All right, so here's the app, you guys. So here's the, that's what it looks like when you're swiping through people. And when you're creating your account, you know, you've got your profile, and I don't know if you guys can see, but these are the tags that I've recently chosen, and I keep changing these tags. And so what I've done is, again, I'm testing all the time. So this one, what I'm testing is, I'm just going to tell you what I'm doing. So the reason I'm using this app is to find partners and clients who are interested in I'm looking for partners, actually. That's what I'm looking for right now. So with the app, I'm looking for clients and partners, but with right now, what I'm going to show you is for partners, all right? So I literally just say, like, attention, entrepreneurs, let's create a 4-way win collaboration partnership to achieve 10 times more success together. And then I made a bullet list, 10 years marketing online, 80,000 plus audience, and 2.3 million potential reach through joint ventures. P.S. We can Zoom or Skype if not local. And I also give them my name, my phone number. So everyone who sees my profile, they're going to see what I just shared with you. And if they are that person, then they're going to, you know, say, oh yeah, let's do this, you know. I'm looking literally for people with this description. I'm looking for people who like numbers, and they really want to make some business happen. That's what they're using the app for. But for you, if you're, you know, like, you want to really narrow down who you're looking for specifically, and, you know, say attention, whoever it is, right? And then share like a little brief thing, like a 1 sentence of what you want to do. What are you looking for? And then maybe like 2 or 3 little things about yourself that make you credible, and the call to action. Okay. So I'm going to show you, I don't know, can you guys see my screen? Are you guys able to see all this stuff written on the speaker view? Forgot to mention, you might want to put on speaker view. Just check. Can you see, please? Can you just let me know?
Blurry.
Joanna, I know you said something, but I couldn't hear you. Is that a
Blurry.
yes? Oh, it's blurry, you said?
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. Good to know. Thanks. Thanks, Joanna. All right. So, yeah, now remember that, you guys. So it's attention, whoever it is, target audience. Let's create, or sorry, 1 sentence. What do you want them to do? What do you want to do? What are you looking for? Let's do this. What's the, you know, what is the ask? And then 2 or 3 little bullets or just items of things that make you credible. And the call to action. So what do you want to do? Let's meet for coffee. Let's talk on the phone, whatever else, you know. Okay. So yeah, definitely use the Shaper app, because it's huge. Alrighty. Hmm. Okay, now I'm gonna just like share my screen one more time. Jeez, I don't know why this keeps happening. All right. So to keep this kind of wrapping this up, one thing that you really want to make sure you do not do, and this is a bit of a ninja tactic as well, is to make sure when you're messaging someone, you don't want it to be like this. And anyway, yeah, I'm just going to share it with you. So this is just it's basically a promoter, someone who does not understand how networking really is. And hopefully, if this was you before, it's going to change now. So like it's basically, this is like the typical thing I get on LinkedIn. Hi, Omar, nice to meet you. I would like to learn about your company. I would like to learn if your company can benefit from a dedicated sales team to handle blah, 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 all this stuff. And it's all about, it's all about them. Like, what do they do at Leadberry? We are the sales development team, blah, blah, blah. We do this and that. And yada, yada, yada. Let me know if you're interested. So it's basically kind of like you're walking, or you're at an event, or even just anywhere, you're walking around, like getting some, you're waiting in line to get some ice cream, right? Let's just say that, right? So you're going to get some ice cream, and then someone in line next to you starts telling you, hey, here's my business card. Here's what I do. I help you do this and that. We have a team of doing this and that. We give this service and that service and this service and that service. Give me a call if you're interested. And it just gives you the card, and it's, super unsolicited. And so like, came out of nowhere. I don't even know who he is, or, like that is the wrong way to do networking. So that's the most important thing you guys want to know. Again, I'm saying it a million times, nobody cares about you. All right. At least not like 100% of the time, 99.9% of the time. The only reason they would be interested in learning about you is if you actually get them to do that. Right. At first, they're concerned about themselves, and that's all they care about. They don't want to know about your company. They don't want to know about what you do, anything like that. All right. So when you're reaching out to people, you want to, let me see, like you want to like, actually, this is a good example right here. So this guy is kind of good, or is he? I don't remember. All right. So this is what I recommend, kind of like a good example. It's literally one sentence, you see? So Omar, I hope to connect and to see if we can help one another grow each other's businesses. Eric, it's perfect. It's great. It's like, yeah, let's do that. That's what I want too. Let's do it. So then I connected with him, and I said, hey, Eric, sounds good. Let me know how I can support you, Omar. All right. Remember, I said how I can support you. All right. I didn't say, let me know how you can support me, or, let me know what you can do for me. So it's about them, what I can do for them. And then starts talking about what he does, what he can offer. And that's because I asked for it, so it's good. It's perfect. And then I just gave him my calendar link to schedule a call. So typically what I do on social media is we start chatting, and this is like a great example. So we start chatting, and then it leads to the conversation of what we do, what we offer, how we can help each other. And I only want to reach out. I only want to even accept friends, accept connections with people who I know they want the same thing that I want. Like, we all want to help each other, and we want to grow in our business. So I make sure of that, and then we connect and schedule a call. That's the next step. Get them on a call, and on the call, that's when the real magic happens. That's when you start to really see their mannerisms, and like how they talk, what they say, what their values are, what kind of person they are, what they really want. You can ask them anything you want. It's a lot more informal and cool. So the idea is to get them from social media onto another platform where you can control them, control the contact. So like a CRM, you know, a CRM, Calendly, you can add them to your autoresponder. There's different things you can do. So just getting them outside of social media. So it's not just social media that you're connected with them, but you also have their phone number, whatever else you have, their email. And now that they know you, they know that you can reach out to them and it's totally fine, you know? All right, cool. So any questions about LinkedIn? Or let's open it up for questions in general. So I think we're kind of getting to that point. And Glenn Osborne, yes, Shaper is a phone app only. There's no web app, unfortunately, not yet. Oh yeah, and I can't wait to share that other app that's coming. Stay tuned for that. So let's open up for questions, you guys.
Hey, Omar, it's Joanna.
Hold on a sec. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen for now. And yeah, okay, so go ahead.
Yeah, so I had asked earlier if you were in New York, your LinkedIn profile said Albany, New York at the top, and
Oh,
that was confusing. So I didn't know if it was supposed to be there. And then I thought maybe it's the company that the labs or something. I wasn't sure. So that was confusing.
gotcha. Good point. Yeah, I actually, just so you know, thanks for sharing that. It's because I was in New York for a few months and I just came back to LA.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I put my LinkedIn on there. You said if you wanted to share your LinkedIn, I put mine in the chat box.
Oh, yeah, put it in the chat box. If you guys have a profile you want us to review together, put it in the chat box. So any other questions, you guys, about what we've covered so far? Anyone, any questions from anyone? Put it in the chat box, or you can unmute yourself if you want. Okay, so I'm gonna click on, we're gonna show Joanna's LinkedIn profile. Just a moment. All right. Okay. Okay. Interesting. All right. All right. So first thing first, I'm just gonna go ahead and laser beam this whole thing because I want to get through. There's other questions coming in, I think. But let me just share. So the top, you know, now you want to put something on there, anything. All right. Build wealth through real estate and keep more of the money you make. I like that. And it's all about them, you know, so it's really good. I like that. And then founder of ESI, wealth systems, etc. This part is a little different. Like, I mean, this is like kind of disconnected. So what I would do is disconnected from the first part. What I would do is just like get rid of this completely. And again, this is my own opinion. I would say, let me see, build wealth through real estate and keep more of the money you make by using our ESI wealth solutions, or mention your program. So if you have like a program, like a coaching program, speaking event program, I would put that through using our fill in the blank program, you know. And then this part, you want to have a call to action as mentioned, but I like it so far. This here. So I would just say something like right here, put a call to action. So give them your phone number if that's what you want them to do, or book a gig, whatever else. So have a call to action right here in the first sentence.
Okay.
And then, and the reason is because when they go to your profile, some people, you look at your profile and they just want to know how to get in touch with you. So if they find it right away, they'll just copy it, and they start sending you an email, or they might, copy it and open it in a new tab, Okay. So put the call to action on the top and at the bottom too. This is mine here if you want to see. So it's the call to action to get this and this and that, some copy, and then whatever else, etc. Like I'm not as focused as you guys because it's an agency and we do all kinds of things. But you want to be very narrow targeted to who you're speaking to, and then the call to action here, and then a PS just for the heck of it. That's it's your choice how you want to do it. And then again, what you want to do for each of these, create a company page. You do that somewhere here. So it says, add, actually it's here, me, click on me, and then click on, actually it's not there, hold on, it's here. So click on add profile section. Gosh, I thought it was. They recently moved some stuff around, I think. Might even be here. Yeah, I apologize for not knowing exactly where to go. But yeah, I think they moved some stuff around. Oh. Yeah, it's usually, I thought it was somewhere right here. It might even still be there. I can't find it, Anyway, so add a company page for each of these things you did.
Okay.
And then, yeah, we all ask for, you want to start asking for endorsements from people, Joanna, do you have any questions, like anything you want me to help you with your LinkedIn?
Well, that's why I said, can I use your designer?
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, obviously it needs an overhaul. So yeah, probably
Okay.
more than with this call.
Great. Okay. All right. So it seems like there's a lot of people who wanted some reviews. Let me see. Hold on. Let me just look through this chat box. Small role, 2 clients working. Okay. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here, and we have 5 minutes. All right. Let me ask you guys now that you've seen like all the stuff I've taught about LinkedIn marketing, your optimization, your page optimization, do you have questions? Or do you know, sorry, not the question thing. I was gonna ask you, do you know what you're gonna do with your profile? Just put it in the chat box. Do you know what you're gonna do to your profile, after this webinar, now that you watched this webinar? Okay, people are saying good. Yes. Thank God. All right. That's my intention, so I'm glad you got that. All right. All right. Thank you, Joanna, for appreciate that. So, let me see. Just a moment, guys. I apologize because this is a computer I haven't used in a while. Hold on. So any final questions before we wrap it up, you guys? Hope this was helpful for you. I know, it was an hour and a half, but it might, there's still a lot of stuff that we could have covered. And there's a lot of things that I could teach you. I really wish we had more time to teach you with that. But let me know if this was helpful for you. Go ahead and put it in the chat box. Okay, and very helpful. Great, awesome. And all right, so I'm gonna give you guys a call to action. 2 things, because usually we have a speaker who teaches what they do and teaches something really awesome, and then they offer their program if you want to continue with them. I don't have a program like that, but I want to give you some things to do. Okay, so number 1, as far as action goes, what you really want to do is, again, if you don't already, sign up, create your LinkedIn profile, create a Lineable account, and reach out in the Facebook group. In our Facebook group, which I'll put the link in the chat box for. Put your LinkedIn profile in there. Let me just finish this. Sorry. I'll make sure you guys get this link. So go to the Facebook group. If you're not in there, join. And put your LinkedIn profile, put your alignable profile, any other social profiles you want, your Facebook, anything. And put this tag, all right, it's hashtag ask. And I want you to ask for ask for feedback from others, and or you can also ask for a review or this one's even more awesome, is to find tribe, call it a social tribe partner, if you are looking for that. All right, if you don't already have a tribe right now, what I mentioned earlier, ask for it. Okay, so find those people who might be willing to share and promote your stuff and give you reviews, like a review swap. Yeah, look for that community. Okay, so they're out there. It's going to help you a ton. All right. And then also asking for feedback on your profile, that's huge too. We can all give you some feedback. I can give you feedback, but others as well who are really good at what they do. And Andro Machi, you weren't here when we mentioned the tribe. If you want to watch the replay, you'll figure it out. And the other call to action is, how many of you like this this webinar? Was this really helpful for you guys? Yes? Was it good? I've heard a lot of feedback already, so you guys, cool, okay. All right, so what I'm gonna do is give you a link. I'm gonna pause the recording. Thank you guys again for being here. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you sharing the last 90 minutes with me, 95 minutes. It's been really, really a pleasure, a great pleasure for me to share this with you. And I'm glad you guys loved it. I'm going to unmute everyone so you guys can say your final goodbyes before we wrap it up. Have a great rest of your week, and hopefully we see you on the next call. Have a good one, you guys.
Thanks, Omar.
Thanks.
Thanks, Omar.